Hey, congrats on your last-minute wedding. You really dodged a bullet there.
What? What do you mean, I dodged a bullet?
Well, you know, you're 29 right now, right? Women who reach 30 and haven't been able to get married yet are pathetic. Nobody wants them after that. And it makes sense. Like, there's gotta be something wrong with them, right? It's a red flag. So you got there at the last minute, you know? You just barely made it. But you made it!
Okay, look. I don't care how close of a friend you are to Anthony. You have to choose your words carefully. Like, you could have just said congrats like a normal person would. That's it. That's all you needed to say.
No, because this isn't your normal kind of celebration. It's the celebration of a last-minute wedding. You've been saved from being a husbandless 30-year-old. You don't have to grow old as a spinster now.
What the hell? How sexist are you? You know what? Whatever. Call it what you want. I don't really care what you have to say.
And on top of that, you got married to Anthony. Wait a minute. Perhaps this isn't a last-minute wedding, but a shotgun wedding? Is there a little baby Anthony on the way that you've been hiding from everyone?
Shut up! That's not what it is. He proposed to me because he wanted to marry me. That's all.
I see. But it's a little strange, don't you think?
Huh? What are you talking about? Nothing about it is strange.
Anthony isn't the type of guy to get married. He's more like the type of guy that only gets married at the end of his life, so he can live his best bachelor life. Ha!
Well, his life doesn't seem to be ending anytime soon. On the contrary, I think this is a great new beginning, for him as well as me.
Nah, you're digging your own grave by getting married. That's what pretty much every one of our married friends say. So, with that in mind, at least as far as his decision to get married goes, maybe he was buried as soon as he met you.
What are you even saying? Do you know how rude you're being right now?
We're talking about why you decided to get married so suddenly, aren't we?
But it's not like I suddenly decided to get married. The two of us discussed it together, and we decided to do it around this time. But we've been decided for a while. Anthony just wanted to wait for the right time to propose.
I see. I'm relieved to hear that. Even though it's sudden, I suppose it's nothing to worry about. I gotta say, that's amazing, Gia. Was it the power of love?
The power of love?
You know about all his debts, and you're still going to marry him? I mean, really, that's amazing. That's some dedication.
Wait, what? Debt? What do you mean? Anthony's in debt?
Oh, wait. You didn't know? Oh, crap. I think I wasn't supposed to say that. Whoops. Oh, God, he's probably going to kill me now.
Wait, slow down. What are you talking about when you say debt? What do you mean? He hasn't told me anything about that.
You shouldn't have heard it from me. I'm not supposed to talk about any of that. Not about the strip clubs or anything else about that. He'd kill me.
Strip clubs? He's spending money in those sorts of places? He's in debt because of that?
Oh, God, I really need to shut my mouth. I've really done it now.
I don't believe this. I can't believe that the Anthony I know would do those kinds of things.
Well, yeah, but he's still a good guy, right? He's a good friend to me. Man, I thought we'd have fun together and be able to hang out, just us guys, forever. The fact that you two are actually going to get married is freaking me out. My best friend won't be so available anymore. Well, anyway, I'll be toasting to your happiness.
I don't think I want any of your blessings, thanks.
Oh? Is that so? I'm just giving you my blessing in my own way is all.
What do you usually say to people who just decided to get married? Because if it's this, I'm actually concerned for you. Do you always talk about how it's a last-minute wedding? Or about how their fiancé is in debt from going to strip clubs?
No, you have it all wrong. It's because you decided to get married that I said all of that. Don't you see? What if you had gotten married to him without knowing what I told you? Do you love him enough that you'd say it was okay? Now, that really would be something, to get a woman that's like that.
Okay, you were getting on my nerves before, but now talking to you is seriously irritating me. I'm done with this conversation. Don't ever contact me again. You were Anthony's friend originally, not mine. Let's keep it that way.
Wow, you are annoyed, aren't you? But are you really annoyed at me? Or are you annoyed because I told you the truth?
Oh, shut up. That's not it. Stop being ridiculous.
You know, that stuff about it being a last-minute wedding, maybe, just maybe, I hit the bullseye there. And now you also know that there is a whole side to Anthony that you never knew about, right?
Yes, that's true, but...
But even in this situation, knowing what you know, You'll still marry him?
I don't want to break off the engagement just like that. And until I've actually checked with him about it and confirmed it, I don't even know if what you're saying is true or not. It could be a complete lie for all I know.
Wait, you intend to talk with him about this? Don't you think it's better to just quit now?
And why would I do that?
What do you intend to accomplish by talking to him about it? What are you gonna say? You're just gonna go up to him and say, "Don't go to the strip club anymore," or "Stop borrowing money"?
Well, yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
And then if you do that, your marriage will be all perfect again?
If I threatened to leave unless he changed, I think he would change.
Ah, but you have to realize, he's pretty stubborn, Anthony is. If you point those things out to him, he'll get mad. I don't know if changing would even be an option for him. He gets pretty stuck in his ways.
But I can't imagine such a gentle person like him getting mad at something like that. He's usually pretty understanding and open-minded about things.
Ah, yeah. It's always scary when the quiet ones like him get angry. I think he'll get mad if you bring up the truth of things like that. Gia, do you understand what this means? This last-minute marriage? The importance of it? Do you really have the courage to run away from what may be your one chance at marriage? Or at the very least, your chance to get married before you turn 30, before men start finding you a little less desirable.
I mean, I don't know. I really can't imagine it not working out with Anthony. And I think I'd still have a chance even over 30.
Listen, this is his situation. He's in debt, but it's not enough to ruin his life just yet. He's doing well enough right now. The debt is at a tolerable amount. But I think it's best to warn him if he goes over the limit and things get out of hand. And because of this, well, you may not be able to live the life you desire, but...
Are you telling me I should just be quiet about it?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. I think that would be wise.
But then, why did you tell me this information?
Sorry? What do you mean?
If you were just going to tell me not to tell him anyway, then why would you tell me these things?
Because it's way too interesting not to, you know?
What the hell? What's wrong with you?
Who did you guys consult before going off on your own and deciding to marry each other?
Who did we consult? I mean, we talked to my parents and his and got their approval.
What about me?
You? What about you?
I was Anthony's friend before you even started dating him. Him, choosing to get married. We won't be able to hang out like we've always done. Did you ever think how this would impact me? Did either of you think about how I might not be okay with it?
Why would we even think about that? Deciding to get married is a conversation between the two people who are going to get married. That's how it always is. And I mean, Anthony is a part of this as well. Have you even spoken about this to him? As far as you two hanging out, that's definitely something that you need to discuss with Anthony, not me.
What's with this attitude? You act like it's got nothing to do with you, when really it has everything to do with you. He wouldn't have gotten married if it weren't for you. It's your fault.
That's absurd.
If you're not going to stop the marriage, at least allow me to have my fun.
Wow. I never realized how disgusting you really are as a person. And from one of Anthony's oldest friends. I really can't believe it.
No, I'm the one who can't believe this. How a woman like you could get married is beyond me. Oh well, if Anthony has decided it, then it can't be helped by either of us. Have the most wonderful marriage, won't you? I'm really hoping for that, for you too. Oh, wow. I can't believe how amazing this wedding has turned out. Your dive into the pool was quite the sight.
You. What have you done?
Let me tell you something about yourself, okay? You aren't interesting at all. You needed to get the crowd excited because it was a last-minute wedding. Didn't you almost get a complaint from one of your own guests?
That's not why you did it, and we both know it. I thought you were an idiot, but I never thought you'd go this far.
Oh, don't complain so much. You're making it into such a big deal. The bride getting pushed into the pool was quite the surprise, wasn't it? It livened up the wedding quite a lot, so be grateful, will you? I think you should be. It was getting really boring until I did something about it.
Guess what? I've got an even better surprise for you.
Oh yeah? I doubt it's better, knowing you, but go ahead. What is it?
You owe us $75,000.
Wait, what? You're joking? You must be joking.
That dress I was wearing was a rental, you know. And it's a brand new product from the most popular wedding brand. Today, the people who designed it even came to take some photographs of it.
A rental? So
you pushed me into a pool right in front of those people. They're all furious. They're going to sue right away. The cost of the dress alone is $75,000. But then there's also another $22,000 in miscellaneous fees added on for postponing the photo shoot and such.
You're kidding me. You want me to pay nearly $100,000 because of something like that? Are you insane?
It's not what I want. It's what everyone wants.
Why are you going after me for this? I hardly did anything. The people at the wedding liked it. Everyone went nuts when I did it. All I did was add some entertainment to your otherwise lifeless wedding. Everyone who was there, everyone who thought it was funny was complicit. You should make every single one of them pay too. 500 people came, so if every person paid, it wouldn't be such a big amount.
Except no one thought it was funny.
What are you talking about? Of course they did. They were glad I did something about your lame wedding.
Have you not noticed how everyone has distanced themselves from you since then? And did you hear that really loud gasp? That was my friend who knew that the dress was $75,000. She screamed when you did it because she knew the dress was ruined. I have the evidence on video. If you watch it, you'll see that absolutely no one thought it was funny. So, given that, the ruining of the dress was only one person's responsibility, and that person is you.
No, for just one little push, I don't deserve this. This is just your little scam, isn't it? You're helping the dressmaker scam me? I bet you're in bed with the dressmaker. That's what's going on here. There's no other explanation. Why else would I be punished so harshly?
Believe whatever delusions you want. This is a nation of laws, and you are going to be sued for what you've done. Let's see. Now, do you have the courage, wisdom, facts, and materials on your side to back yourself up? Well then, you also have to pay the extra $22,000 as well.
No, this can't be. I mean,
that's just how it is. There's a fine for ruining the wedding, ruining the photo shoot. There's even a fine for pushing people in the pool.
What the hell? Come on, really? It's so silly to have to pay a violation fee for a little prank, isn't it?
Didn't you know? It was written in the wedding invitation, and also on a sign in the wedding hall too.
I didn't see them. What kind of idiot would demand that? That's ridiculous.
I think the idiot here is you. You didn't even know about the rule. Didn't even read the invitation. Don't you know that people can get seriously injured from being pushed into pools? There are stories of people getting paralyzed and even dying. That's how dangerous it can be.
Oh, come on. Of course I'm well aware of that. I thought about that ahead of time and made calculations so that it wouldn't be dangerous when I pushed you in.
You liar! You expect me to believe you? At least come up with something better. You weren't thinking about any of that when you pushed me in.
No, it's true. I did the math for it. And the only evidence you need is the fact that you didn't injure one single thing when you fell in.
That is nothing but coincidence and dumb luck.
Well, there will always be coincidences. You can't use that argument to say I'm lying.
And you can't say that just because I didn't get injured, that means it was perfectly safe. Ugh, you are so annoying. I suppose I should expect it. Stupid people say stupid things.
Nah, I can't talk to you. You're infuriating. I know Anthony's there. Come on, man, just take over the phone.
What? Oh, shut up! I'm talking to you right now.
And I'm saying that I can't talk to you. If I was telling this to Anthony, he would understand what I'm saying. And all these claims and lawsuits and stuff, if it was Anthony, he'd help me out, no question. Or he would agree to co-sign with me. Unlike some people, he's always been a kind man, ever since I've known him.
Give me a break! What are you even saying? Sure, Anthony's kind. Of course you'd know that. You take advantage of his kindness all the time, don't you? But I'm not so sure it's going to work out well for you this time.
What do you know? Anthony is like my brother. We've known each other so long we're like more than family. The bond we have will never die. That's probably something you can only dream of, and it rubs you the wrong way.
Ah, I see. A bond that will never die. How sweet. But then, why is Anthony saying that he's never going to talk to you again?
Wait, what? You're lying. He would never say that.
First of all, he's furious at you for telling me that he's in debt and that he frequents strip clubs.
Wait, you weren't supposed to tell him about that.
Yep, I told him, all right. I told him immediately, the day I heard it from you.
But I told you not to say that.
Ah, right. And why did you say that? Was it because you made the whole thing up? What he told me is that you're the one obsessed with going to strip clubs. And it's you who's in debt to Anthony, not the other way around.
I thought if I said that, you might cancel the wedding. Because if Anthony became a married man and lost his freedom...
You wouldn't be able to borrow money from him anymore? That's it, isn't it? That's why you did all this. That would have put you in a tight spot, I'm sure. Well, Anthony noticed what you were doing, got angry, and now says that he's cutting ties with you completely.
Oh, please. You're obviously lying. There's no way. He's not picking up my calls. Why isn't he picking up?
He blocked you, both on his phone and his email. It looks like he doesn't want to talk to you anymore.
Okay, if that's true, then why would he invite me to his wedding? It doesn't make sense.
He said he has the decision to be friends with you or not, and he intends to use the wedding as an opportunity to cut ties, to speak face-to-face with you and confront you, and then break it off. He was trying to cut you out of his life, so that after the wedding, he wouldn't see you again.
No, it doesn't make sense. This can't be. So that means, in this situation, I'm on my own?
Exactly. Glad you finally figured it out, because it was caused by you, and you alone. So of course you bear the responsibility. You started this mess, so you can clean it up. Doesn't that seem fair?
Please, wait. Please help me. Please just let me speak to him one time.
He said no. He doesn't want to help you. He feels like he's been used by you this whole time. He says that to believe in the friendship you had with him, only to get stabbed in the back, was pretty shocking to him. So he says you better get an expert to deal with all your debt too, because it's not looking good for you.
No, please. Let me explain to him. I can explain. I can do better by him. Please, just at least tell him I said that.
When you borrowed the money, you very nicely wrote him an IOU, didn't you? Not your wisest choice, I guess. He says it seems like he can use that IOU as is, so he's gonna give it over to a specialist.
The IOU? I guess. But I didn't think...
Didn't think what? That it would come back to bite you? That's too bad. So the amount you have to pay will work out to a total of approximately $150,000 from the looks of it. Man, that's enough to buy a small house with, isn't it?
No, this can't be. This must be a lie or a joke. Please help me. If I'm that much in debt, my life is over. Please, don't do this to me.
Oh, would you look at that? I suppose what you said has come true. Except you got one little thing wrong. Anthony wasn't buried when he met me. You were! After that, Tyler had to pay a gargantuan amount of money. For starters, there was the compensation for the dress for $75,000. Then he also had the money that he owed to Anthony. Money for delaying the photo shoot, money for violating the rules at the wedding venue, and finally, money for assault when he pushed me in the pool. All told, the money he had to pay worked out to be around $135,000. Of course, because he did not have the savings or the assets to pay it all, his parents, who live in the countryside on a farm, loaned him the money to pay off the debt. And the replacement cost was borrowed using his family's vast farm as collateral. But his parents told him they'd only do this on the condition that he inherit the family farm. For that reason, he had to quit his job and move out to the countryside. But it wasn't easy for him. Apparently, it was too isolated for his liking. Whereas there are plenty of his beloved strip clubs in the city and suburbs, there isn't one single strip club for him to entertain himself at out on the farm. For him, this might be the most painful punishment he could have ever received. When he just can't stand it any longer, he has to drive as many as 3 hours one way just to get to a club. What happened at our wedding caused quite a stir, and the venue got a lot of negative publicity. But once Tyler was gone, it began to settle down. And eventually, talk of the incident faded away and out of people's minds. I think our lives still hold a lot in store for us, so until we're both actually buried, we're going to have the time of our lives and overcome whatever life throws at us.
Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please be sure to like and subscribe. Your food sucks, Jane. I threw it in the trash again.
You threw it all away? I haven't eaten yet.
If you want to eat it so much, you can scoop it out of the trash and eat it. It doesn't matter if it's on a plate or if it's in the trash to a piece of trash like you, does it?
Why did you throw it away without asking me first?
I made the food for myself. Not even a pig would eat such trash. If you want it so badly, go and get it.
You don't have to say it like that.
We're going out to eat. You can stay at home and make yourself more trash if you like.
Hold on. I used up all the ingredients I had to make that.
Yeah? So what?
There's nothing left in the house for me to eat. You threw it all away.
Well, if you don't want to eat from the trash, then you can go out on your own. Or would it be too sad and lonely to go eat out all by yourself? Especially in that stupid wheelchair of yours.
I don't mind going out alone. I just don't like eating out.
I don't care what you like and don't like to do. Why do I have to care about a useless disabled person like you? You don't even go to work or do any chores around the house. You should be grateful that we're paying for your expenses.
You're not really paying for my expenses. I'm paying all the expenses every month. I even told you before I work from home.
You're lying. A disabled person like you has no way of making money. You're useless. Anyways, have fun staying at home all alone with no food.
Well, I guess I'll get some delivery pizza then.
What? Don't go spending our money without our permission. That's my son's blood, sweat, and tears. Only my son and I get to spend it.
I was going to use my money to pay for it anyways. Don't worry.
By the way, we're going on a trip next week.
Are you?
Have fun.
Are you going with your husband?
No, it's a family trip. Everybody's going.
Huh?
Well, everyone except for you, of course. Didn't Robert tell you?
No, he didn't say anything about it. What do you mean everyone in the family is going? Who's going?
It'll be me, my husband, and my son. Also, my daughter and her family are coming too. We're going to have fun without you since you'd be such a burden if you came along with us.
That's what I thought. You really hate me.
I didn't say anything like that now, did I? Don't put words into my mouth, young lady. We just don't have the time and energy to look after someone in a wheelchair. That's all I'm saying. I'm sorry, but you'll have to stay home.
Fine, I'll stay. But can you please stop saying stuff like I'm useless or I'm a burden to the family? I have feelings too. It's not like I get to choose to be or not to be in a wheelchair.
So what? You think you're the only person who doesn't have choices? I didn't choose you to be in our family. I don't know why my son chose to be with you. I won't take back what I said. You really are a burden to this family.
You don't have to be so harsh on me. But now I understand. That's how you really feel about me.
I'm not the only one who feels this way about you.
Huh?
Robert regrets marrying you. Nobody wants you here anymore. Why are you still here?
Did Robert really say that about me?
Of course! Why wouldn't he? That's why I'm helping him.
Helping him with what?
So that he can divorce you and find someone better. I'm helping him look for a new partner.
A new partner?
I really hope he finds someone soon. You should start packing your stuff to leave. Soon there'll be no place for you here anymore.
You've been treating me like a housemaid. No, more like a slave. And yet you were planning to get rid of me all along? I see I'm no longer wanted here. Have fun at your family trip. I heard you're going on a family trip this weekend. A family trip that everyone in the family is going on except for me.
Who told you that? My mom? I was going to tell you eventually.
Tell me what?
The hotel she reserved for the trip is not wheelchair friendly. So I'm sorry we can't take you with us this time.
You had no intention on bringing me along, did you?
What? No! Don't be silly! Come on, lighten up a bit.
Do you think I'm a burden too? Ever since your mom moved in to live with us, you started coming home late every night. You ignore everything I say about your mom. You've changed.
Do you really think I've changed? Well, a lot has been going on ever since she started living with us. I don't want to come back from work to just get even more tired seeing you and my mom fight.
So, you don't care when your mom says horrible things to me?
That's not what I'm saying. I just want you to get along with each other. But your fights have got nothing to do with me. So leave me out of all that.
It has everything to do with you. She's living here with us because she's your mother.
Oh, shut up already. You're so annoying. It just makes it harder for us when you come on our trips because of your wheelchair. That's why my mom told you not to come. So what am I supposed to do?
So you do think I'm a burden?
Well, that's how everyone feels about wheelchairs. That's not something I can change.
Something you can't change. All right, fine. That's enough. That was a lot of fun. I almost forgot how fun it is to go on trips when we're not held back by useless baggage like you. I'm so glad we left you at home. I told you that I make money on my own from home, and yet you keep saying that I'm useless? Why are you getting worked up so suddenly? You don't need to make up lies to try and win me over. It won't work. As if you can really make money on your own when you can't even walk using your own legs. It must be so much fun going on a trip while also looking down on me at the same time. Oh yeah, I'm having the time of my life. The trip was just so good without you. Well, good for you. Not that I really care, but good for you. I can't say this enough. The trip was 1,000,000 times better without you and your stupid wheelchair. By the way, we're on the way back, so start making dinner so we have something to eat right away. I'm not there. Huh? I moved out, and I'm not coming back. So I'm not cooking dinner for you. I'm not doing any house chores. I'm not paying for anything anymore. What? You left already? You're really not coming back? You could at least have said goodbye first. Who taught you your manners? Aren't you happy that you'll get back from your family fun trip without having to ever see me again? You're such a wuss for running away like this. Not that I care. Now Robert can focus on finding his new partner. I could tell from the day I met you, but you're really a horrible person. Did you know that? I'll get divorced from Robert soon, so you don't have to worry about me getting in the way of finding your new daughter-in-law. Oh, perfect! Thanks! It would be such a pain if we had to get a lawyer involved to get rid of you. We'll see about that. It's still up to you whether you're going to need a lawyer or not. I'm already getting prepared for it. What? You're starting to talk nonsense, but I'll let you go. It doesn't really matter anyways. Don't you ever show up in our lives again with your stupid wheelchair. I don't intend to. Goodbye. Hey you! What's all this about? What are you fussing about? Where's all the furniture? Where are all the electronics and everything we had in the house? Did you steal them? What do you mean I stole them? I only took the things that belong to me. What? Things that belong to you? Nothing in this house belonged to you. How did you move all the stuff out in just 2 days? Well, I was getting tired of being in this house for a while now, so I was already ready to move out. Did you forget that you made us replace all the furniture and electronics because you thought they were too old and used up? Oh yeah, I remember that. Especially your couch was so dirty and disgusting. It really needed replacing. But Robert also bought some of the stuff, didn't he? Give him back the things that belong to him. Are you too stupid to understand that not everything belongs to you? You're the one who's not understanding this. What? Your son didn't buy a thing. What are you saying? Robert got fired from his job. Now he's working at a minimum wage. Part-time. He's working part-time? He doesn't get paid vacation, nor does he get any of the benefits he had before. He uses up all his money on himself, so he's never bought anything for the house or for both of us to use. So I bought all the stuff that I took. I also paid for all the utilities in the house. What? Then what has my Robert been doing with his free time? Beats me. Maybe he was looking for a new partner, like you said. No way. I don't believe you. Give us back what belongs to Robert. I'll sue you, you thief. Go ahead. I have proof that I bought it all myself. I keep all my receipts. Do you really? Yes, I told you I'm prepared. Do you get it now? I can take everything in that house. I bought every single thing with my money. But Robert has been paying the mortgage for this house. It's not like he really spends it all on himself. No, I've been paying the mortgage this whole time. What? So you didn't know. I never told you because I didn't want you to think less of your son. But I guess he was happy to make me seem like I was the useless one. What? I don't get what you're saying. You've been saying things like I'm useless and that I'm a burden to the family. But you know I ended up in a wheelchair because of Robert, don't you? Because of Robert? So you didn't know about that either. Well, I'd rather not get into that with someone like you anyway. I'm getting divorced, so let's just keep talking about money. I may be in a wheelchair, but I can work. I've made enough money and have plenty of savings to hire a lawyer. She'll be contacting you guys soon enough. A lawyer? Why do you need a lawyer? For the divorce, dummy. I'm going to make sure to take Robert for everything I can get. And to avoid having to respond to your crazy requests. Why should he have to give you anything? Because of you. He told me that he's looking for a new partner. So I made sure to get proof that he's cheating on me. Thanks to you, I'll be getting a lot of money from this divorce. I can't believe you're doing this to us. There's no way we're paying you anything. Why would we ever do that? Well, it's the law. We were a husband and a wife, and he cheated on me while we were still married. I have the right to compensation. What do you mean you have the right? Anyways, shouldn't you stop wasting your time talking to me and start looking for a job to start making some money? What? Why do I have to look for a job? Well, apparently, your husband lost all of his savings on gambling. What? So he's been asking me to let him borrow some money. He never told me that. It seems that he's not working either. You really don't know much about your family, do you? Are you trying to get close with my husband? Why do you know all that? Ew, no. It's just that I was always home, and I could hear everyone's phone conversations. Your conversations made me really worried to be a part of this family. I'm glad to be leaving it. Hold on. Then what'll happen to us once you're gone? How are we gonna pay for the house? The expenses? The furniture and everything else we need? That's why I said you should get a job. Good luck finding one. So I guess this is it. Don't ever try to contact me again. Goodbye. Sorry I was so useless and a burden to you. Once everyone in the family found out Jane was leaving, they started panicking. Elizabeth got Robert to tell her about everything that he was hiding from her. The family got notices from Jane's lawyer too, and they panicked all over again. Elizabeth's husband really quit his job without telling her and had a lot of debt. The family became a huge mess. George and his dad got mad at Elizabeth for bullying Jane into leaving the house, while Elizabeth was mad at them for quitting their jobs without telling her. Everyone blamed each other, but really, they only had themselves to blame. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, click the like button and subscribe for more videos.